Hello, my name is Anna. I'm a certified ascension coach with Twin Flames Universe and a student of 𝘊𝘈𝘙𝘋. And this is my twin flame, Jonathan, who you've met before. Today we wanted to bring you a reading for healing around your mother relationship, or maybe your relationship with your own children. Any kind of mother healing that you're moving through. It's Mother's Day at this time, but whenever you see this reading, it will be perfect for you. So we're pulling from the Whispers of Love deck by Angela Hartfield, and the artwork is by 𝘊𝘈𝘙𝘋. So I've pre-shuffled our cards, and we're going to pull 5 cards right off the top. So our first card is number 40. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. I'm covering. He's too cute to cover.
It's for the best.
Yeah. So
We've seen this card before.
Yeah, we pulled a few cards a little bit ago, and this card came out then too. So whenever you are in the present, you are always with love. You are always the most with your divine self. And something that comes up for me with this is, like, as a mother, it is so important for me to be present with my children. And also, if you are healing mother wounds, something that you may have experienced in your mother relationship or in any type of mother relationship, is that what you really desire from that relationship, what you've always desired, is for that energy of your mother to be present with you. We all desire for the divine mother to be present with us. And yet, it's appropriate to dream of the future as well, and to be present with where you are right now, but also dream of where you desire to be, what you desire to manifest, and the love that you desire to experience in the future. I just wanted to show the card one more time so that you can see there's like this girl, and she's like just kind of sitting there with herself very peacefully, and yet there's this beautiful crystal city in the background, and there's also, like, you know, there's so much of like the universe, there's planets and maybe the moon or sun, and like, though she is peaceful right now, she's happy being in the present, she's also with the future, as you might call it. Like, it's right there. It's not separate from her. It's always right there. Do you get anything else from this card?
I love that, especially from the drawing, is that she is so grounded, and that everything is so fantastical around her. I think that's amazing, because you're like, you know, it's all the same thing. It's all the...
And all your love is in the present.
So
it's just right here.
Now. Just right now.
Yeah, you get to experience all that juiciness and love right now. You don't have to wait for, like, you know, you may recognize that you have traumas around your mother relationship, but you don't have to wait for those to be healed to experience that love. You can experience that love right now. Okay, card number 2 is card 31. Love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. Yeah, so once again, like, Love is always the answer. Anything you may have experienced in the past is always healable when you bring love to that place. And you can do that by using the mirror exercise to heal.
It looks like you can see, there's sort of fear in the background, there's unknown in the background, there's, the future with the stars in the background, and just pure leaning. She's leaning on love. She's so calm because that's the answer.
Yeah, and she's also got her morning glory flower, French horn, and it feels to me like it kind of represents love. And there's all of these little butterflies kind of flying around outside of it, and it makes me think of how love enables rebirth. And she also has in the foreground there are a whole bunch more of these little morning glory flowers, and which also reminds me of how love is never ending. There is always more love, deeper love to experience, and it doesn't run out. You don't ever have to be concerned that there isn't enough love or you're not going to get your love.
I love that she's doing no work. She's
just relaxing.
She's just in it.
Yeah. Yeah. She's just being with love. Yeah, love makes the difference. Beautiful. Our third card is 21. Choose love. You always have choice. Make yours with love. Yeah, what does that bring up for you?
Well, I think that it always feels so hard. It feels so separate, to choose love. Right? It keeps coming up in these, but it always feels so separate. It feels so personal. It feels so, this is my sort of perspective on things, but it's really not. I mean, it's everybody has the same sort of fears and wants for it. It's all very similar. Outside, I think that picture is actually really great in that.
Yeah, there's a little family. It's maybe hard to see, but it reminds me a lot of family healing, which makes sense as we are healing around the Divine Mother energy. And some of these groups of people don't necessarily look like a traditional family, and it kind of makes me think of the fact that your family does not have to be a biological family. Your family can be people that you encounter along your life path. It can be anyone who God sends to you as your family. And the same goes for that mother energy once again. You may have been mothered by different people, and different people probably mother your children as well. And it's because it is always Mother God coming through those people to bring that loving mother energy, to bring that nurture.
I love choose love. I love that because love feels like it happens to you, but that's not true. I mean, you have the choice. You can choose it. You can choose to receive it. You can choose not to receive it. It's in your power. You get to do it. I love that card.
Yeah, it's always there. Love is always there. That kind of brings us back to our first card. Be in the present and dream of the future. And It was like just about being with the love that is always there with you, and you just have to choose it. Okay, so card number 4 is 50. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. Yeah, that Mother God energy always really reminds me a lot of foundation. You know, you grow your foundation as a person with the people who mothered you as a child. And it's really only ever love that is growing that foundation, that you are growing that foundation with. It's really only ever God that you are growing that foundation with. And there's like this beautiful home in the background, and like home always really also reminds me of family. And yeah, there's also like a lot of twin flame energy here, and you know, twin flames are the perfect foundation to build a home with. And yeah, it's like the perfect way to build your home with your twin flame on the foundation of love. Does that bring anything else up for you?
I don't know. You know, it's an interesting card. I find, you know, I always think of love as being a sort of soft and gentle thing. It tends to feel like it's the divine feminine, right? It's welcoming, it's soft, it's huggy, it's all these things.
Receiving.
But you know, what we learn as we become parents, you know, is that love is also discipline. Love is following the line. It's boundaries. It's all these other things. And I see this foundation, and I see that, I think, written, you know, at least this way, and especially the way they drew it, in a house, you know, that requires this sort of fundamental base. And then really anything that can grow upon it is, you know, if the foundation is strong, really doesn't matter how that goes. But that's an interesting card to pull.
All right, number 5. This is going to be our last card. And the card is 35. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. This is also one that we pulled earlier.
I mean, like, basically all of the cards we pulled earlier after shuffling the deck.
Yeah, speak the language of love. So
I like this card.
It, like, for me as a mother, it reminds me that, like, even in discipline, and regardless of how you are guiding or being guided, it's always appropriate to speak the language of love and to expect to have others to speak the language of love towards you. If you are, you know, healing around mother wounds, like, just because somebody was maybe your mother, that doesn't mean that you have to accept punishment or abuse from that person. It's always appropriate, always should be expected to have a high standard for speaking the language of love. And there's like these 2 little kids are kind of child-looking people here. And once again, it just reminds me a lot of, like, speaking the language of love, whether it's to your own children, the children that you parent, whether they are your own children, and also, most importantly, your own inner child. Speaking the language of love to your own inner child.
That's to me. That's what we said earlier when we were looking at the card like that. Feels youthful. You know, love is youthful. It's not for the young necessarily. Of course it is, but it's for everyone. But it's a very free, and fun, and wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Things of wonderment, fantastical.
Yeah, it's very expansive and like encourages growth, which is, something you always kind of associate with youth. And I just wanted to note too, like these two child-looking people are like holding this like little glowy, there's like a little dragon. It's a flower, I think, and then there's a dragon in it. And it reminds me that like it reminds me of like this love energy that's kind of emanating out towards them. And that dragon may represent something like discipline, but like it's kind of cloaked in this energy of love. And they're very receptive to it because it is cloaked in this energy of love. Yeah, speak the language of love. Does that bring up anything else for you before we wrap up?
I don't think so.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you again next week for more juicy twin flame content. Bye.